Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is "I am a Yoshi." If you use this trigger phrase, or if someone that you trust says the trigger phrase "you are a Yoshi," you will undergo the transformation that you are about to experience again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase "I am not a Yoshi," or if someone that you trust says the reset phrase "you are not a Yoshi." Now the transformation will begin. First, feel a weak tingling sensation all over your body as most of your skin turns green, with the skin on the front of your torso and neck, your cheeks, your face from the mouth down, the bottom of your torso, and the space between the front half of the base of your neck and the top of the front of your torso, turns white. Then, two extrusions form on the top of your head that are shaped like vertical cylinders with tops that form a continuous curve. They are 3/4 as tall as and half as wide as your head is. Their bases are located 1/4 and 3/4 of the way across the top of your head, as well as located so that the back of them is on the edge between the top and back of your head. After that, your eyes move and change shape so that they each cover the entirety of the front of one of these new extrusions. Additionally, you will find that your vision is just as good as it was before this transformation began, despite how different your new and old eyes are. Next, the bottom half of your torso bends forwards so that it forms a curve that starts out pointing straight forwards but ends pointing straight up. Of course, your torso will not actually have bent in this way, and you will act as you normally would, but you will perceive it as having bent and not be able to understand any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that this is not the case. Now, your height is changing so that you are 5 feet and 9 inches tall if that isn't your current height. Of course, your height won't actually be changing, but you will perceive it as having changed if you aren't 5 feet and 9 inches tall, and you won't be able to understand any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that you aren't 5 feet and 9 inches tall. After that, all of your finger and toenails disappear, the green skin that replaces them leaving behind no trace of their existence. Next, your toes merge and change shape so that you have 3 toes on each of your feet. They are each 1/3 as wide as your feet are and as long as your longest toe used to be. Then, the side of your torso that points away from you gets longer, as well as narrower the further it goes, resulting in it ending in a dull point. This new extension of your torso is half as long as your torso used to be and the bottom and back sides of it are white. Additionally, it gradually curves upwards so that the end of it points straight up. Next, a small thin shell that is hard and durable as well as shaped like the top third of a hollow sphere forms on your torso. It is positioned on the center of the back side of the curve of your torso and it is as wide as your torso is. It is mostly red, but the edges of it are white. Also, the white edges look as if they have swelled in all directions so that they are twice as thick as your shell is. Now, your nose is becoming shaped like a sphere that is as wide as your head is long. It attaches to the rest of your face in the same place that your old nose did, and your nose holes are still located as far to the sides as they had been, but they are now vertically located halfway up the curve between the front and top side of your new nose. Despite how big your new nose is, you will find that it doesn't obstruct your vision at all. After that, the middle finger on each of your hands shrinks away and disappears. Then, with the exception of your thumb, your fingers move so that there is an equal amount of space between them. Next, all of your fingers become wider so that there is no space between their bases. Of course, your hands won't actually have changed so that you only have 4 fingers on each of them, and you will use them as you normally would, but you will be incapable of perceiving yourself as not having 4 fingers on each of your hands, and you will not be able to understand any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that you don't have 4 fingers on each of your hands. Now, 3 orange and triangular extrusions are forming on the back of your head. Their bases are each 1/3 as long as your head is tall and they are each 1.5 inches tall. They are also 1/8 of an inch wide and their bases follow the curve of your head. They are horizontally aligned with the center of the back of your head and are vertically located 1/6, 3/6, and 5/6 of the way up your head. Additionally, they point away from whatever part of your head that they are on. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it even slightly addicting. Now you have been transformed into a Yoshi, a fictional prehistoric creature. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my dinosaur friend.